Hi, hello buddy, and welcome once again to my channel. I always feel honored. For those that are joining us for the very first time, always feel free to subscribe. Now in this particular channel, we talk about issues regarding to online business, how you can actually get to do some kind of legit jobs online. So if you're a lover of such kind of topics, always feel free to join us and subscribe, follow. You can always click on the notification bell so that at least when I upload new videos, you can always be the first person to watch. All right, now today I want us to specifically look at how you can start your online cosmetic business. So if we are intending to start from scratch your online cosmetic business, I think this particular video will be helpful. And for those who already have established cosmetic business, I think you can gain one or two things from this particular video. Now as you are aware that a cosmetic industry, specifically here in Kenya, this particular industry is growing at a very rapid pace. So the demand of all these kind of cosmetic products keep on increasing, right? So it's up to us, those who are intending to start their cosmetic business, to really position themselves or align themselves in a way that they can always conquer this particular rapidly growing industry. Now cosmetic business, as a matter of fact, has many new and established competitors in any given market, not only here in Kenya but across the world. So as you know that new cosmetic products are launched regularly, and you need to position yourself well. So I'll repeat that, and that's why you need to have an online presence. So I'll be talking about variety of issues on how you can really establish or conquer your clients or the new market using this kind of online cosmetic shop. So feel free to always follow along up to the end of this particular video. I hope you are going to learn one or two things, but before that, kindly subscribe. All right, thanks. All right, thanks a lot for subscribing. So let's now dive in and take a look at these particular tips or factors that you really need to put into consideration when you're starting to sell your cosmetic products online. Just like any other online business, I think this particular cosmetic business also will have almost similar characteristics to any kind of online business. But maybe one thing I need to mention, talking about cosmetics, this is one of the businesses that actually requires you to maybe have some kind of license to operate, because it deals with kind of chemicals, right? And that is what will lead to number one. One tip or one factor to consider before you actually launch any kind of cosmetic business, be it a physical cosmetic business or online business. This is required. Now you have to comply with the rules and regulations of the Kenya Bureau of Standards, KEBS. You have to know the regulations. Now why? Because even if you're actually having your online cosmetic business, chances are you have to sell the physical products, right? So the government, or actually these people who regulate this kind of industry, will actually get hold of you. So we don't really need you to fall into this kind of problems. Maybe to just consider, there's a time maybe we can look at KEBS, the cosmetic products that KEBS actually banned. So when you are starting this particular kind of business, you need to identify those particular cosmetic products that are not actually banned by this kind of regulators, the KEBS, right? So just go to their, I want to visit, I'm actually visiting their website, official website, kebs.org, right? So you can see amongst the banned products, you can see there's this banned cosmetics, so you can click on that. There are a number of banned, but there are a number of banned products, but you can see that one of them is cosmetic products that we are actually talking about, right? So it's very, very important to really put yourself into some kind of safe environment, and also don't expose your clients to dangerous chemicals. So you can see here, KEBS, the prohibition ban is aimed at protecting and suspecting consumers and discourage dumping of these products in Kenya. So I think like for example, hydroquinone, oxidase agent and hormone preparation are used for treating various. Now these are some of the information that you need to take note of. Yeah, so you can see the banned products. Yeah, I think they are here, right? So you can take time and go through this particular information. Actually, it's going to position you in a better and safer place, so that you really don't engage with this kind of law enforcers. So that's number one. Yeah, consideration or something that you need to really factor in. The second one is location. Yeah, someone is going to say that now that I'm doing online business, is location important? If you revisit my previous video, I've talked about the importance of having some kind of physical presence even if you have the online business. Now why? When it comes to the Google actually displaying the search results of your business, you have to really have some kind of physical address. And maybe for those who missed my previous video, I talked about the Google business profile, yeah, or Google My Business. So you can just always come and set up this particular Google business profile for your online business, which is very, very important. You can always maybe I'll share the link to show you how you can set up this particular online or your physical location or address for your online business. This is very, very important, because if, for example, even if someone is ordering your products, yeah, online, yeah, mostly you have to meet them or actually deliver this particular products physically. So the physical location or physical address is very, very important consideration for any given business, not only your cosmetic business. So that's number two, a factor that you need to put into consideration. Now also you have to have your roadmap, what we refer to as creating a plan, right? So here is just having some kind of strategies that you're going to put in place in order to kickstart, or how you're going to run your cosmetic or online cosmetic business from start to the end. Do you have the right marketing plan? For example, you have to have that. You need also to have kind of a budget plan, right? Because all this requires money. Yeah, so you need to maybe budget for the products, how you are going to purchase those particular products. For example, if you want to do this kind of drop shipping business for the cosmetic products, you also need to maybe factor in like for example, if you are you want to like for example, if you are not doing it from your house, maybe you can rent a place, so the cost of renting should also be factored in. So these are some of the budget considerations that should be within the plan. Also have the marketing strategy or a marketing plan. Yeah, so here is like you are setting up everything, yeah, that's going to give you the roadmap of how you're going to run this particular cosmetic business. And talking about online business, you need to consider maybe having some kind of online presence, yeah, like the online store or so on, or a website and so on, right? So those are some of the things that you need to create or have within your plan. The other part or the other tip or consideration is just choosing a niche. Very, very important for any given business. So we are aware that this particular cosmetic industry deals with a lot of cosmetic products. Literally you can't really deal with every cosmetic products, so you have to narrow down, yeah, to the specific cosmetic products that you're going to deal with. Maybe is it for example, you're dealing with lip care options, you're dealing with maybe mineral cosmetics. I believe that those they are available. You're dealing with organic, for example, organic cosmetics. I mean, there are several areas or products that you can deal with with respect to cosmetic business. So you have to choose a niche. That's very, very important. So as you broaden up your business, now you can also add different additional products. So you need to take note of that. The other one is now finding the right supplier. So you have to have or get an inventory or products that you're going to actually sell to your customers. So sourcing for suppliers can always be a daunting task. So I've also shared of how you can always look for suppliers if you're performing drop shipping, or if you're a manufacturer or creating your products from scratch. You can always look for a good supplier who is not going to let you down when your customer requests for a particular product. So take note of that. Now here is where we tie, or we link the two environments. Sell your products online, right? So you have to have your online presence, very, very important. So you need to have some kind of a website. If you can't be able to develop a website, I've always said that you can organize. There are very many people who can create for you a website with very few maybe money budget, if for that matter. So if you can't be able to create a website, I've always said that you can go the dropshipping way, where you can use the available options such as Jumia, right? So remember I'd shown you how to create a seller account on Jumia. So you can be a seller on Jumia and maybe start your cosmetic online business. So you don't need to have, if you don't have the website for that matter. So you can remember I showed you, you can just visit jumia.co.ke website, then you just click here, sell on Jumia, right? Then Jumia is going to give you this option for free. You don't need to pay anything, so that you sell your products via Jumia online. So you can just come here, start selling. So Jumia gives you very, very free platform. And the good thing with Jumia is that also you're likely to get a lot of large audience or clients who are looking for those particular cosmetic products. So after you have you need to just issue some kind of information, right, and so on. Then once you're done, you can always continue and start selling on Jumia. So it's a very straightforward process. Also I can share the link of how you can set up your Jumia seller account, and then you start selling on Jumia. Now remember also we have other sellers of these cosmetic products, so you can always have this option. Like you can say we have the health and beauty category here around. So health and beauty, you can say hair care, men's grooming. So these are a platform that you can always maybe consider utilizing if you can't really create your website from scratch. So as you have your online store here on Jumia, you can also have your website. So that's an important way to create your online presence. Now, did I mention about your social media platforms? Very, very important when you're selling any given online product. So you need to create your like a Facebook page. You can have your Twitter handle. You can have, now for this particular, specifically for this particular kind of business, Instagram comes in handy. I know people to say that this kind of business is actually anchored towards the female gender, but also men actually nowadays do a lot of this kind of grooming. So Instagram is actually is my ideal recommended platform that you can actually use to sell your products, such kind of products. But again, you're not limited to use Facebook and so on. Now you have to have a strong presence online. Now that you are talking about online business, right? So ensure that you have nicely designed graphics, right, and so on and so forth. So if you have if you need to some help regarding setting up of all this, always feel free to comment, and I will comment below, and I'll always help you. Now the other factor to consider is to generate publicity. I think most of it I've mentioned when talking about this particular selling of products online. But again, how do you ensure that a large audience or a number of people understand your products, right? So it's very, very important that you can always again have a strong social media presence. That is number one. You can have flyers. You can have flyers, you can distribute flyers, You can have business cards. Yeah, so generate publicity about your business, online business, as much as possible. This is whereby you can share your social media profiles, right? You can share also your email address if you have about your business. So any method that you can use to actually ensure that people are aware of your business is very, very important. So ensure that you generate publicity. Now, the other one is brand identity. Yeah. Now, brand identity is a mechanism whereby you actually you kind of be unique with other people around you. Yeah. So if most people are selling the same products, how are you going to be unique? How are your customers going to remember you and isolate you from the rest? Yeah. We talk about being or having a competitive edge, right? So if you're developing, for example, your website, yeah, you need to create a very nice logo that someone can be able to remember, something that people can always remember about your business. That's what we refer to as brand identity. How do you talk to them? Yeah, do you have maybe some kind of discounts? Yeah, how do you design your brochures? Right, something unique that you bring on board can always propel your online business to the next level. So take note of brand identity. It actually has a lot. Yeah, you can always also maybe read more about how to establish a brand identity for your business. Again, now talking about cosmetic products, before you maybe start producing or actually selling these particular products in bulk, or maybe having a large stock, yeah, test your products first. Yeah, so how do you test your products? Because you can't really start selling, yeah, to a multitude of people without really knowing the effects or how these particular cosmetic products, the response or feedback from people. So you can start with yourself, yeah, or your close family members. Yeah, you can give them sample, yeah, or friends, yeah, and maybe ask them, or okay, just get to understand how their feedback is based on these particular products, right? And those particular feedbacks that they give, if they are positive, that can always make you give you an informed decision to proceed with maybe stocking your business. All right, so take note of this. Test your products first. Again, the most important part, right, and I think this is towards the tail end, not humans make mistake. You don't expect to maybe start this particular online business and there you go, you start making profits. Yeah, so we learn through mistakes. So always get opinions from people. You can get opinions based on the web design. Maybe people cannot get information about those particular cosmetic products from your website. Yeah, improve on that, right? Maybe delivery of your products is taking time. People are complaining about that. Improve on that. So there are a lot of learning things, or actually things that we need to learn before we really say that we can now start this particular online business. So to wrap up, we need to take home these three concepts. First, if you're starting, or if you want to seriously start this particular online business, take the parting shot that I have, like number one. If you want to sell makeup online, first find a niche. We have already talked about the niche. So make your research and find your future target audience. Focus on the trends that exist now in the beauty industry. Always feel free to ask, walk around other existing business and see what kind of products they deal with. Step number two, yeah, so setting up your e-store. I've already mentioned that, yeah, or the e-commerce platform. This requires professional help, and I've shown you the other option of using Jumia platform. So make sure to compare e-commerce platforms against your business requirement, and you can engage professional people to develop for you or design for you a website. Of course, I'm one of the developers or designers, so if you feel that I can be of help, always comment there. You can always talk. Lastly, when the shop is live, when maybe you have developed your online store and now people have started purchasing your products, you can now start the real advertisement or marketing your brand. Remember, we talked about the brand identity and taking care of your customer acquisition and retention. So ladies and gentlemen, with all this kind of information, I think now you should be in a position to start your online cosmetic business. So if you find this particular kind of information useful, always feel free to share this particular channel, and always subscribe. All right, thanks.